Hey guys, NWR for Life here with Akame Got Kill episode, I think it's 13, 14. So 14 review. Gonna be pretty quick because I'm not really feeling too well right now and just going to basically get it out of the way. Um, Episode starts off, leaving off like last time, Esdeath and Tatsumi on the mountain with the Danger Beast. They talk a little bit more, and this guy comes, the guy in the hood that we've seen previously. He says he doesn't really, want to deal with Esdeath and Tatsun, or Esdeath, so he basically uses his imperial arms, which I believe is called Shamballa, and he uses it to, it's like a pendant kind of thing, and he uses it to, like, think of like, like a talisman, like from Jackie Chan Adventures, something like that. So he uses it to make this magical circle appear around Esdeath and Tatsumi, and it transports them to a deserted island. And on this island, Esdeath uses her ice powers to, put them up on a giant pillar of ice to look around. They see they're surrounded by an ocean, and danger beasts get involved, and the danger beast pretty much get killed quickly by Esdeath. We see her use her ice powers to make like shards of ice to skewer the danger beast. Like there's like a giant danger beast that she skewers. Another one, she makes this gigantic block of ice, like almost like a Majora's Mask kind of moon thing, and just crushes the guy, the danger beast thing. And another one, she tries to spear the danger beast in the forehead. The one that she used all the icicles on, it didn't kill him. And Tatsumi's like, oh, that looks like a weak spot. So she's like, oh, I agree. And she tries to like just make a, like, instantly. It's like the ice, comes, like she's standing on a iceberg with Tatsumi, a giant iceberg, and just right from the iceberg, it just becomes like, like an Iceman kind of trail, that like pointy, and it goes right for the thing's weak point on the forehead, which is where a little danger beast is. Think of, Dr. Stylish, something like that. And as Death misses, and Tatsumi rides down that ice path, or runs down it, using his sword, and he impales the smaller danger beast inside the big one, and defeats it. So as Death is really impressed. She spends the day like with Tatsumi on the island, like a date, and they go around the island, basically, you know, um, doing things in like this little montage, like where she's all happy and he's like all like, awkward and everything. And basically, we find out that that whole little thing, as Death was taking the time to map out the whereabouts of the island and everything, and she now knows that it is located southeastern of the imperial capital. And the pretty much only way to get back is probably either through teleporting or somehow getting across the sea. And basically, um, we find out, Tatsumi's. Well, Tatsumi tells Ezeth about his past because she wants to know, and he tells her, he learned how to fight from a swordsman in his village, and that he, learned this blacksmith trading skill, and wanted to make a life for himself in the capital. So he says, so he's thinking once again he might be able to get her on his side because it's a better idea for Esdeath to be an ally than an enemy. So he inquires about her past, and she tells him that she was in the northern tribe village as a little girl. She was raised to be a hunter. Her father taught her, basically that the strong survive and the weak perish. And one day when she was hunting, she came back, and her father and her whole clan were pretty much killed by another opposing clan. And you know that was it. And she got over it. She had the mentality that they were weak. The father even told her as he lay dying, he said, we died because we were weak. you know uh, be strong for the rest of your life. And as Death went to the capital, she learned how to kill people instead of danger beasts. So she just basically switched from danger beast to people as a killer, and grew in the ranks of the army. And then finally, when the minister wanted to hand her an imperial arm, she wasn't compatible with any of them, but there was this imperial arm, like an urn full of like demonic blood from a danger beast that the minister said everybody went crazy from drinking. So she was like, "Oh, that's interesting. I bet I'll have a lot of fun with that one. And she's like, I can feel it calling out to me. If I go insane or if I die, that's it just means I was too weak." So he tells her to drink a cup. She drinks the whole friggin' cauldron of it, urn of it, whatever it is, and she, gets overwhelmed with these urges to kill, and all these thoughts in her head, and she's laughing at them, saying like, "Oh, this is what drove those people insane. It doesn't apply to me. I already know." And I can, control these urges, no problem. And she's just like, I'm Esdeath. I'm, the master, whatever. I forget what word she said, but basically, it's not going to work on her because she is already a psycho and already a killer. She was already insane to begin with. That's the lesson here, is that she already not right in the head. And so as Tatsumi's hearing this, he's like, "Oh my God, she drank demon blood from a danger beast, and that's how she got that mark for her ice powers. And like, she's nuts. As a kid, she was killing no problem. She moved to people no problem." And he's honestly like, he's comparing. He's like, if she said, that her family was murdered and that's what led her to become a killer, or if something, basically saying like, if it was this in that situation or this in that situation, I can understand, but I can't understand why she is the way she is. Like I can't relate to it. Like, it's just pure evil. It's insanity. There's no way I could change this woman. She'll never change. Like, I was a fool to believe so. And that's just pretty much it, in a nutshell. Then the guy who used the imperial arm, Shamballa, he's like sleeping around with this girl in an inn, and she basically questions him, and he says like he's the son of the minister, and the head guy before the king or the cap or the prince or whatever he is. And basically the girl's like, "Oh, like, like, you're the son of that guy, like that guy." And that flips him off because he really loves his father, respects his father, and he starts punching her, and like pretty much endangering her life, just because of what she said. And then he before that he opened up his Shambhala B port. So it basically, the where the island Esdeath and Tatsumi were, the portal opens up. Tatsumi tells Esdeath he's going in first. Esdeath says, "Wait." She goes in the portal a little bit later, behind him, and she can't find him when she gets out of the portal because she sees they're back on the mountain where they started from. But Tatsumi is nowhere to be found, and the reason is because he's using his imperial arms in Curcio to stay invisible, and he's just hiding right near the rock there, and there's no way she can feel him or sense him or see him. And that's pretty much it. And the episode ends with Esdeath believing that they will meet again, and with Tatsumi believing, yeah, we're going to meet again, but we are going to be enemies, and it's going to be bloodshed. So that's the episode in a nutshell. Very character-driven episode with Tatsumi and Esdeath, and even some information about the guy with the Shambhala Imperial Arm being the minister's son and being a pretty cruel and menacing guy. We still don't know why he freed the danger beast or whatever the hell he did. So, but yeah, so good episode. A lot of character development. Gonna give it about an 8 out of 10 because not great in combat wise. Just a lot of good information, and pretty cool seeing new imperial arms and stuff like that, and also seeing how Esdeath got her powers was really pretty cool. And that's it. That's my review for Kami Got Kill episode 14. Please rate in the comments. Comment below in the comments, and tell me what you think of the episode. Esdeath, do you think Tatsumi is smart for keeping his distance and ignoring all her sexual advances on the island, or you think it's stupid? Let me know what you think. And basically, yeah, that's it. So give me comment below. I keep saying this again. Sorry. I'm tired and I'm just not feeling good right now. Rate, subscribe to me if you like more videos in the future. Thanks. Sorry for this delayed ending. Have a nice night.